Hi everyone, welcome back to Consciously Evolving Souls. I am Lou and this is your new moon in Cancer reading. So we have this new moon in Cancer which is occurring on the 28th and the 29th of June, depending where in the world you are. With Cancer is a water sign. It's a very emotional time, and one of the messages that are coming through nice and clear at this time is to feel your feels. This isn't a time to be, it's never ever a time to be pushing your feelings down, but at this time you could find that you are very emotional. You are thinking about the past, you're thinking about the future, there's lots going on around you, and you are feeling slightly more emotional. I personally have been crying a lot over different programs that I've been watching, different posts that I've been seeing, but it's not just sad feelings, it's joyous feelings, feelings of love, feelings of happiness. Whatever you are feeling at this time, do not shy away from it. If you need to cry, then cry. It's a very emotional phase. The moon is at home in Cancer, so this is added strength to the emotions. Allow the emotions to flow. Allow them to flow to you and through you. Feel and understand the emotions and then release them. Yes, it's the new moon, but that does not mean to say that we can't release too. If you want to release at the full moon, which is your time for releasing, if you're feeling something now, it's not going to do you any good to hold on to that feeling just so that you can release it when it comes to full moon time. Let it go now. Don't hold back. Just let it come to you. Feel it, stand it, and let it flow away from you. With this new moon in Cancer, it's also a good time to be looking at ancestral trauma. Things that have come up, things that are where you are drawn to. Are you being drawn to programs which are talking about trauma? Are you seeing lots of posts on social media relating to trauma? If you're being drawn to that side of thing, it's something that needs to be looked at. It's time to be looking at it, fixing it, healing it, understanding it. As Cancer is very emotional, Cancer is very emotional time, but it's also linked to family and to the home. So it's a good time to dig into ancestral trauma. If you've been experiencing trauma or experienced trauma as a child from members of your family, this could be a good time to look at your ancestral line. Why do you think your parents are the way they are? Why do you think your grandparents are the way they are or the way they were? It's a perfect time to be looking deeper into your traumas, into the emotions, and bringing it all to the surface. Now, the main message I have intuitively for this new moon in Cancer is start where you are. Wherever you are is the perfect place for you to be. It's time to stop procrastinating. You need to birth what needs to be birthed. There is no better time to start than right now. I'm feeling that this procrastination, there's a lot of I will start this when this is in place. I will start this when that's been done. These are just forms of procrastination. They are a way of stopping you going after what it is you want to go after. And one of the questions is, what are you fearful of? Are you fearful of failure? Or are you fearful of success? I had a message come through with all of this. It is a bit scribbled because when I channel, it does come out quite blurbed, and my hand has to write about 10 times faster than it would normally write just to keep up. So my intuitive message was, start where you are. Stop procrastinating. Birth what needs to be birthed now. There's no better time to start than right now. There will never be a perfect time. Putting something off until this is in place or I've done that is just a delaying tactic. You are using these tactics out of fear. But what do you fear? It could be the fear of failure. It could be the fear of what others will think. Or it could be the fear of succeeding. Success can be scary, but by far it is more exciting than anything else. Are you fearful or excited? There's very little difference in the bodily reactions to these two feelings. What if you are so successful that you can't cope? And the answer is you lean on or recruit others to support you. The perfect time is now. So from all of this which came through, I have created a little affirmation to support the information. And the affirmation is, I trust that I am exactly where I need to be right now, and that right here is the perfect place to start the rest of my life. So I'll just move that up so you can see that. So if you want to, please feel free to screenshot that. Just pause and screenshot. If this is resonating with you, please also remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any future readings that I bring through to you. So in addition to this main intuitive message, I was also drawn to a question. We have one big question that we need to be asking ourselves at the time of this new moon in Cancer. And the question is, what are you focused on at this time? Is your current focal point where it needs to be? Or are you avoiding or delaying something more important? So it very much goes back to that intuitive message which I received. Very much back to, are you doing what's in your best interest to do? Or are you doing something else? Avoiding that which you know needs to be done. If you've got into a new TV series and you're sitting there and you're binge watching it all the time, when in the back of your mind you know that you've got other things that you should be doing, that you need to be doing. Why are you doing it? What's holding you back? What is stopping you from moving forward and getting on with that which you know needs to be done? Okay? So just take some time do some journaling, sit and meditate, sit and just clear your mind and ask that question, what are you focused on at this time? And is it actually where your focus needs to be? So now we're going to get into the Oracle card reading. I'm going to call on the angels, guides, keepers of the light. Please guide me. What do we as a collective need to know at the time of this new moon in Cancer? What messages, above all messages, are in our highest good to receive at the time of this new moon in Cancer? Amen. Okay, so we're going to be looking at several things here. So we can get a nice overview of what Spirit wants us to know at this time. Okay, so firstly we're going to be asking, what is ending at the time of this new moon in Cancer? What on a whole is ending at the time of this new moon in Cancer? General collective reading, please. It's ending. We have what is ending, what is hidden, what is beginning, where do we need to be focused, and what challenges. I'm just swapping cards at the moment. The first 5 are from the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland. And the second 3 cards, which I'm now going to be pulling, are from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck by Stacey DeMarco. Okay. So we have a card for our home, for work and career, home and family, and romance. Okay, so at this time, what is ending? So it's saying new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. So I'm feeling from this that we're beginning as a collective to know our worth. In the past, you've given a lot. You've given a lot to everyone, very much to the detriment of yourself. What we are moving into now is recognizing that we are worthy ourselves to be receiving. You can't keep giving and not receiving back. By doing that, you will make yourself ill. You will deplete your resources. You will empty your own cup. This is the time now where we are moving to being replenished, not just by replenishing ourselves, but being replenished by the universe, by Spirit. Spirit is wanting to bring something into you. It's time to be open. And over this lunation, it's time for you to open your heart and be ready to receive. We're coming to the end of the cycle of always giving. It's time to receive too. At the moment, what's hidden from you is a new start is coming with the new moon. So we have the new moon for this new moon in Cancer. A new start is on its way. Some of you may be feeling it, depending on how in tune with the energy of the universe you are. But if you are feeling it, you know it's coming. But at the moment, it's hidden. It's not quite there. There's something else that needs to come in first. It may be that you've got to close off this cycle here with always giving to others. This could be a time where you will be asked to step up with your boundaries, to not let people take too much from you. With the moon being in Cancer, it is very much about relationships as well. So making sure that relationships are balanced. Have a look at your relationships and see what is balanced and what isn't. What friends, what family members, what colleagues of yours do you feel they take more than they give? Because they are being asked to start giving back too. They can't keep taking. You can't keep giving. They can't keep taking. So it may be that it's a time to close off those relationships where it is all take, take, take. You may not have to close them completely off. It may be that you just need to talk to them and explain to them that you are feeling that you're being taken advantage of. If you're in a position where you can do that with a person, be honest with them. There is a great call for being honest. If you need to step up your boundaries and walk away from people, then do so. It could be simply as walking away, as in the evening you turn your phone off at a certain time and refuse to take phone calls after a certain time. It could be that at the weekends you make yourself less available. It could be that when someone asks you to do something, you say no. You respect yourself and say, no, I'd rather not do that. No is a complete sentence in itself. Don't be afraid to use that word no. There is a new start coming, but it's a bit hidden. Okay? And I'm feeling that it will remain hidden until we get rid of that old cycle. The old stuff needs to go so that the new can come in. So we're going to move on to now what is beginning. It says a win-win outcome is forecast. The full moon in Libra. Okay, so as I was saying, this could be very much to do with relationships, putting up those boundaries. This is what you are looking for. You're looking for relationships where it feels like it is a win-win, where there is equal give and take. This could relate to work. It could relate to possibly a new job where you're no longer feeling like you're being taken advantage of. I'm feeling very much from this spread so far that in a way you're being taken advantage of, and that's what's coming to an end because you are recognising your worth and you're willing to stand up and finally say that you're worth more. Whether you verbalise it or whether you are just saying it within your head, you are recognising that you are worth more and you are determined to go after that more, to get those win-win situations. No one wants to feel like they're losing out. And that's all coming to an end because you're moving into a cycle. You've probably been doing a lot of work on yourself. Lots of realizations coming through about everything in your life. It could be literally any area. It could be relationships. It could be friendships. It could be within your career. anywhere. You're just finding more of a balance in your life, and that's what you're going for. Keep working towards that balance, and that's what will be drawn to you. Sorry for any noise. My little cat's now a year old, and she's got a little ball there, what she's playing with. So, what do you need to be focused on? Okay, so this is simply telling you the energy is gaining momentum, the waxing moon. Now, if you listen to the first part of this video, my intuitive message, I had the big question of, what are you focused on at this time? I don't know where I put the little bits of paper now. Let's have a look. The big question. What are you focused on at this time? And this is why it's so incredibly important for you to be looking at that and looking at the underlying question of, is your current focal point where it needs to be, or are you avoiding, delaying something more important? The reason being is the energy is gaining momentum. Sorry, it's gone blurred. There we go. The energy is gaining momentum. This is the card which is in focus for this lunation. Whatever you are focusing on is gaining momentum. Okay, it's coming in faster, it's coming in quicker, it's coming in bigger, it's coming in stronger. It's make sure that you are focused where you need to be focused at this time. It's time to make sure that you are heading where you want to be heading. There's no time now for messing about, playing games, sitting and resting. What we need to remember is, when you are co-creating with spirit, with the universe, it is co-creating. It means that you have to put in the effort too. If you're not putting in the effort, then the universe is going to assume that you don't want it. And if the universe is assuming that you don't want it, it's not going to bring it to you. So the way to get what you want is to stay focused and keep working on it. And this is what it's saying. Whatever you are focusing on at this time, it's gathering momentum, it's getting bigger, it's getting stronger, and it is what you are drawing to you. Maybe I was just drawn to suggest sleep meditation music. Okay, affirmations while you sleep. Affirmations for what it is that you are going for. Make sure that you are using as much time as you possibly can to focus on where you want to be. And what challenges could you be faced with? Nothing is yet set in stone. It's the mutable moon. Now, when this card shows up, this is just letting you know, as I was just talking about, that nothing is set in stone. You may want something and you may be focused on it, and you've been focused on it for a while, but it may be that just lately, your focus has been waning and it's been moving off in a different direction. It's been not as... your focus hasn't been as focused on that which you were going after. Okay. And as I said, if you're not focusing on that, the universe gets confused as to what you want. When you are focused on it, you are drawing that energy to you. You are letting the universe know what you are wanting. This card is saying that nothing is set in stone. So if you feel that you've done enough work to get that which you desire, this is a card which is just saying to you, you've not. Okay. Sorry if that's not sugar coated. but you need to keep working. Okay, I'm here to bring you these messages, and if I need to be blunt to get those messages across, then that's what I'm going to do. Nothing is set in stone at this time. It could go either way. What way are you wanting it to go? Is your current focal point where it needs to be? That's the question. Because wherever you are focusing, it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And that's what you're going to create. Be that the good stuff which you've been focusing on for a while, or what you're focusing on at this time. Okay. So we'll have a look at your work and career card. We have card number 24 is the waning crescent one, and protection. Okay, so this is a card just to let you know, if you're feeling unstable in your job, that you are protected. Okay, where you are at this moment in time, you are protected. You are protected by the angels, you're protected by the universe, you're protected by God. Someone's got your back, okay? You may be feeling very vulnerable here. There's someone naked in this nest and they're hiding themselves, feeling very, very vulnerable. But someone has got your back. They are carrying you where you need to be. If you don't feel safe within your job, know that the universe is conspiring to bring you to where you need to be. That can be that a new job will come along. It could be that you experience a period of unemployment. But that unemployment could bring you round to where you need to be in the future. Okay, just going to ask for a card to clarify. Please clarify this protection card for work and career for the collective. What do you need to know about this protection card regarding work and career? We have the first quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. Okay. Are you where you want to be in your work and career? Are you able to walk away from where you have been? Are you wanting to walk away from where you've been? Whatever you are deciding at this time, you are protected. If you're wanting to walk away, you are protected. The universe will conspire, provided you're focusing where you need to be focusing. It is conspiring to bring into you that which you desire. But as with everything, sometimes you do need to take a leap of faith. And it's scary. I know it's scary. We all know it's scary. Assess the situation and work out what is working for you, what isn't working for you, whether you wish to stay there, whether you wish to try something new. This is your time to make your decisions. You are protected and you are being guided at this time. Take time to listen. Listen to yourself. Listen to your deep inner wisdom. And you will be guided where you need to be guided. Moving on to family and home, we have card number 36, with the green corn moon. Patience. So this has got a very harvesting feel to it. Okay. I'm just having a look here. This to me is looking like corn that's been cut down on a field, although it's going very much like, it looks a bit like cotton candy. It is also, to me, feeling like some of it's been harvested. This is a time to be patient with your family. There's things going on that you need to settle. It may be, especially if we've been creating these boundaries, that people may have had their feelings hurt. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean to say that you've intentionally hurt them, but how people perceive things is how they see it at the time, where they are in their healing journey. Whatever is going on in your family at this time, you're being asked to be patient. So, angels, guides, keepers, light, please guide us. Clarify. What's this patience card relating to in the home and family section of this new moon in Cancer reading? Please clarify this patience card. Angels, guides. There we go. Ooh. So have patience, and we also have take a breather. So this is time for you to just be calm, to stop worrying. Take a break. Take time out. Go out for the day. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. We also have be proud of yourself. If you've been setting those boundaries, then this is the universe saying to you, well done. Be proud of yourself. Okay? Things may be a bit up in the air and it will require patience in order for things to settle down. But you need to be proud of yourself for taking that step. And then we have the talk less, feel more. This is not a time for talking. This is a time to be in your feels, to feel what's going on, to understand what's going on. Okay? As I said, with the setting boundaries, you probably, it's probably hurt people's feelings. Families tend to think at times that you owe them more than what you actually do. So when you don't conform to what they expect of you, then it can cause a bit of chaos. It can cause a bit of friction. This lunation, when you start setting boundaries, it may have an impact on the family. It may impact those that feel like family. It may impact your home life. However, be proud that you have done it, that you've taken the necessary steps. Take the time out that you need. When you've said what you need to say, that's all that needs to be said. Let the feelings settle and things will work out as they need to. So moving on to the final card. Romance. What do we have for romance? We have card number 33. Flower moon. Blossoming. Okay, so this could be new romance coming in. For those of you that are already connected with someone, this could be love growing. There's definitely a very positive feeling towards this card when it comes to relationships. It's very positive anyway with the blossoming. It's growth, it's expansion. For those of you that are single, I'm just very much feeling that now you have got into this space of knowing where you want to be, what you want to be doing, the fact that you've stepped up and you are putting boundaries in place, that you're focusing where you need to be focusing. It's bringing out this new confidence in you. And that's not just for the single people, really, is it? It's for all of you. You're all bringing out that new confidence, and it is like you're blossoming. It's like that wallflower, only the wallflower is now blossoming and can no longer be ignored. This will draw to you the relationships that you want, the loving relationships that can bring happiness into your life. As I said, if you're with someone already, I'm seeing this as they're falling more in love with you. They are seeing you blossoming. They are loving the fact that you are blossoming, that you're getting this confidence that maybe you've not had for a while. It's beautiful. I like that one. I'm just going to clarify. So please clarify this blossoming card for romance. Clarify this blossoming card in the romance section of this reading. What do we need to know? Clarify the romance bit, the blossoming card. There we go. Detoxify. Full moon in Taurus. Okay, so detoxifying is getting rid of all that bad energy out of you. And that's why you begin to blossom, because you are getting rid of the energy, those stagnant energies, those energies that are clawing at you all the time, the boundaries that are being set. It is getting rid of, I'm getting like leeches being stuck to you and drawing off your energy. But by putting up the boundaries, moving away from those kinds of people, you are detoxifying yourself away from them. You're taking away all that bad energy. And that's what's allowing this blossoming to take place. We also have be humble. Okay. So yes, you're blossoming. You're getting more confident. I'm feeling with this, it's just about not letting your ego get carried away. Okay. Stay true to you. Do everything in a nice, humble way, in a way that is not I heard the word vicious, but that's quite a strong word. Okay. You don't have to be harsh with someone in order to set the boundaries. Okay. Being humble is seeing yourself the same as everyone else. Now, everyone deserves to have their own time. Everyone deserves to have their own energy. Everyone deserves to be able to say no. And that's what this is about, just being humble, realising that you'll know better than anyone else, but at the same time, realising that they're no better than you either. We are all here experiencing the same things. We're all on our own healing journey. It doesn't matter where we are on our healing journey. We are all the same. Be humble. stay grounded, okay? Stay in a state of equality. Okay, so that is your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's brought you some insight. If it has, then please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that we can bring through more messages to you as and when they arise. Having said that, please go and enjoy this beautiful new moon. Remember, feel your feels, understand them, and release them. Do what you need to do, and have a blessed one.